Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to eSight Vision Central of the for the eSight Go preview. Today is April 5th, 2024. Thank you everyone for joining on today's Vision Central meeting. And this is going to be an exciting one. We have a special guest this week, and we're going to be discussing the upcoming eSight Go. So I hope everyone is looking forward to this. And I am going to start the meeting here. So we're just going to have an introduction and housekeeping, and then we're going to learn about the eSight Go. And just for the introduction, as always, as a reminder, this is live, so things might happen, and this is going to be for users only. And the session should take about 20 to 30 minutes, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, depends how the session goes. And today we have a special guest to present the eSight Go. Nadine, who works here at Gentex, is the technical product manager for the eSight Go, and he has a presentation that he's going to be sharing to discuss the features of the upcoming eSight Go. So I have your screen here, Nadine, and I will switch over to your presentation.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tyler. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone, depending on where you are joining from. As Tyler introduced, my name is Nadeem, and I'm the product manager here for eSight Go at Gentex. And we're thrilled to have you guys here today as we embark on a new chapter of eSight in our journey to continue empowering individuals with visual impairments. So as Tyler alluded to, we'll spend today just on a brief sneak peek at the product, kind of go over the features, the innovation, and the journey that led us here to eSight Go. So with that, Tyler, if you want to go to the next screen. Thank you. So, just as a reminder of, what drives us here at eSight, especially on our product and our engineering teams, and that expands to everyone really at eSight and now at Gentex. Our mission is really just to empower individuals like yourself who are joining with visual impairments. So we've spent the last few years on relentless innovation and technology, especially with our partnership and acquisition by Gentex. That partnership has given us the ability to, make a revolutionary device, which hopefully makes your life easier and makes the world a lot more accessible as well. So that's kind of our guiding light, and make sure that we're making this product really for you. And with that, if you want to continue to the next slide, Tyler. Thank you. So I thought it was just helpful to kind of give everyone a little, trip down memory lane or a little look at the history that led us here to eSight Go. So I'm not sure how many of you are have been with eSight from our beginning, but the eSight product, we started with eSight 1, which was later became eSight 2, circa 2012, 2013. And we've continuously made advancements to the product, whether it was simplifying the form factor, improving the technology on the device. And I think this image does a really good job in visualizing those changes that we've made to the device to be able to achieve something that is quite close to glasses in its form factor. That was really our guiding light from eSight, really from its inception, but more so from eSight 4, where we had a superior product that did exceptionally well in certain aspects. But I think the feedback that we really got from the market and from users who wore the device was that the aesthetics of it was a bit limiting. We had heard from some individuals that it might mess up your hair, and we know that that's a aesthetic consideration, or just that it would have you stick out in a public place when you wouldn't want to already stand out. So eSight Go was really built on that foundation of how can we get it as close as possible to traditional glasses as can be. And I'm proud to introduce eSight Go in the next slide, please, Tyler. So yeah, with that said, and probably the moment that you've all been waiting for, and the moment you probably joined this meeting, as I was just speaking to, eSight Go has really been designed with you in mind. So it's really a pinnacle of our innovation and years of research, feedback, and innovation it truly represents the most advanced vision enhancement solution available in the market. While there are other devices that may leverage other technology, eSight is truly built up from the ground up with you in mind. So we take note of every single piece of feedback that we hear from our users. If there's any comments that you guys have, it's something that we continuously and tirelessly put back into the product and try to make it continuously better. So the next few slides, I'll kind of give you a better breakdown of the device. So Tyler, if you'd like to continue to the next screen. Thank you. So the eSight Go consists of two main components, really, as you're seeing in that picture. You have a pair of glasses, the eSight device itself. Now, these glasses come in at about 170 grams, so that's really lighter than a pair of traditional binoculars even. So we've really made some strides on making this as light as can be. The glasses themselves do fold in, so it's really quite portable and accessible for you. You could tuck it into a bag. It does also come with its own carrying case. And I think that's something that we're really quite proud of, that the fact that you are able to have a vision enhancement device that could fit in the palm of your hand and really tuck into a shirt pocket, a pants pocket. Again, we provide a carrying case, but I just wanted to highlight how small and portable the device is. Now, in order for us to make it that small and make it that lightweight, we had to shift the battery pack to the neck or to around your collar. So the device comes with what we're calling a neck battery pack, which provides you up to 3 hours of battery life. In all honesty, we've actually seen that you could actually get a bit more than that, but we feel comfortable telling you that you'd get up to 3 hours of battery life. So just by pressing on the battery pack, you get some illuminated lights to let you know the status of the actual battery itself. And the way that those two products are connected is simply by a USB cable. So I'll just do a really quick demonstration of how you set up that device. So I'm simply connecting in the cable to the neck battery pack. I am then connecting that cable to the glasses. And if you're seeing, there is now a light that gets illuminated on the device. And that's really it. You're off to the races. Simply strap the eSight Go around as such, and you wear it over. And that's really it. In terms of setting up and wearing the eSight Go, we tried to make this truly as seamless and as easy as can be. There really isn't the need to make adjustments to the shape of your head or adjust the pupillary distance on this device. So as part of our research and development process, we work to study the anatomy of dozens, if not hundreds of individuals to really understand what is the sweet spot to make a device that's as broad as can be and will tailor and be catered to as many people as can be. So again, the ergonomics really do allow for it to be quite easy and simple to use. And outside of the actual form factor, the eSight Go has a wider field of view than eSight 4. So as you're seeing here on this particular slide, you get a field of view up to 45 degrees. That's an upgrade of about 7.5 degrees from eSight 4, which was about 37.5 degrees of field of view. And what we've heard from our testers so far is just how much of an improvement that makes in your use of the product. So you can imagine when you're putting on that device, your field of view is effectively allowing you to see more of an enhanced vision. So yeah, those are some of the main features of the eSight Go. There are a few more, as well as the display resolution. So that's something that we do want to pride ourselves in as well. We really have these high definition displays. It's almost like having a really high definition television right up in your face. So for those who may be new here, I'll just give maybe a brief rundown on the eSight technology. You have a camera that's on the front of the device, and the camera is effectively seeing your world. There's some magic in the form of image processing and algorithms, which are processing that camera view for you. And then the displays, those high definition displays on the other side, are displaying that world right back at you. So again, I say magic because it truly does feel like that. The fact that you can put on these glasses, it's seeing the world and then displaying it back into your eyes is amazing from the use cases and the abilities that it opens up to you. So with that, Tyler, if you could just jump to the next slide, I'll go into a bit more of the details of what, again, makes eSight Go such a revolutionary device. So as we show here, these are just some of the main features, but it certainly is not all of the features of eSight. We didn't reduce the image magnification on our device, so you get up to 24 times magnification, which effectively means that you can zoom in 24 levels to really get up close to something. Now that magnification is only good if you're able to get a stable image as well. For those of you who are, phone photographers, if you like to take a photo on your phone, you'll probably notice that when you're zoomed in quite high, let's say 10, 20 times up, the image can tend to get quite shaky. And it gets really quite hard to stabilize your hand while you're taking that photograph. Now, while that might be good and well on a phone, if this is something that you're wearing on your head, we need that to be as stable as can be. So eSight Go represents the first eSight product which has active image stabilization. And what that really just means is that we'll stabilize the image for you based off of the amount of movement that you might be experiencing. So I think where that could be a bit more relatable is, let's say that you're a passenger in the vehicle. You're enjoying the road outside, but the car is shaking while you're a passenger. What the image stabilization will do is compensate for all those bumps in the road, all those shakes and movement, and ensure that you just have a stable and crisp image throughout. And that translates for so many other activities, whether you're being mobile, it could just be, eating a meal and your face is moving, or even just having a good chuckle and laugh with the device. It'll stabilize itself based off of your movements. Now, another feature that is new to eSight Go, which we are quite proud of, is something that we're calling a virtual image tilt. Now, this particular feature, I think, demonstrates really quite well the amount of feedback that we take in from our users. So we had heard from individuals on previous eSight products that when you're doing any kind of activity that requires you to move your head downwards, so let's think of crocheting or typing on a keyboard, or perhaps just reading something that's a bit lower. Now, your present options would have been, you hold something up right up to your face so that it's in line with the camera, or you move your head down so that your head is actually focusing downwards. However, on eSight Go, our newest feature is called an image tilt. So you can virtually tilt the image down so that in the instance of you perhaps crocheting, painting your nails, again, typing on a keyboard, you could effectively keep your head upright, but the image would tilt down. So it would really reduce any of that ergonomic strain that could be placed at the back of your head by needing to always tilt down. So we've heard from our testers thus far that it provides quite a lot of comfort and really reduces any kind of strain that is on your neck as well. That's something that we're quite proud of, and we're quite excited to have you guys try out when eSight is available. Now, other than that, our partnership with Gentex Corporation and the acquisition that has occurred is really monumental for eSight in what it means for our image processing algorithms. So I won't go to science or tech and engineering, but I'll just let you know that there's so much that is happening behind the scenes of your device that makes it as seamless as can be. So again, I'll try to make that a bit more relatable, and I'll give you a context of our device focuses or has probably the best in-class autofocus system that is available. It's called phase detection autofocus. And what that just means is that let's say that you're coming indoors from a really bright environment. So, you've taken a walk, taken your dog for a walk outdoors. It's a bright sunny day, and you open your door to come inside. It's a bit more dark or dim indoors. In seconds, your eSight will adapt to the situation. So regardless of the lighting conditions, that could even be vice versa, where you're in a dark environment and you've now stepped into a bright one. The cameras themselves will adapt to any situation and be as crisp and as clear as possible. So that is the same for things in focus. So if you were to be, let's say that you're looking at your phone from really up close, and then you look up to something like a tree in the distance, the eSight is constantly scanning the environment to be able to provide you with the best display and image as possible. And that's something that we're quite proud about, and it's something that we continually try to improve. And that's kind of what I was alluding to at the very bottom there, is that eSight Go, just like eSight 4, has continuous software updates that are available to you. So I can't say just yet what those features are, but rest assured, we have a pretty decent pipeline of features that will be available to you over the coming years of this device. So again, every piece of feedback that we hear, whether it's fixing something, improving it, or if we know that there are new features that as users you want to see, do let our coaching team know. Let us know on Facebook, on social media, what you would like to see into this product. And my role here as a product manager is really taking in that feedback, providing it to our engineering team, and making sure that this device is as useful and as meaningful to you as can be. So again, I just wanted to really express that eSight Go is a product that's made for you. So if there are any kinds of features or suggestions that you have for the product, you let us know, and we can ensure you that you will see it in a future software update. Now, if you want to go to just the next slide, Tyler, I'll give you a bit of a breakdown or overview of how you go about controlling the device. So again, it's quite hands-free in that, again, you never need to adjust the focus or the brightness. The device does adapt. But if ever you need to modify things like zooming in to adjust the magnification, or if you want to take advantage of the tilt functionality, which, as I mentioned, you could tilt the display down, we have provided two means of controlling this device. So one, as you're seeing the picture, is by providing you with a wireless Bluetooth remote, which is really tactile and high contrast, again, intentionally for our low vision users. So you'll have the ability to adjust your zoom or your magnification, adjust things like the contrast of an image. You'll have an on-device narrator who's speaking to you in the event that you can't see any of what's happening on the displays. You'll always have a narrator available to you. We have some color filters to be able to better read. And again, that image tilt. So you could just press up or down on the remote. And if you don't want to take that remote with you, or you've just forgotten it at home and you want to be able to still control the device, the glasses themselves, right on the right arm of them, do actually have the same buttons that are on the remote directly on the glasses themselves, with the exception of our spot zoom button. And what that means is that you can actually control the device completely wirelessly or hands-free without needing to carry along a remote. Now, again, we had heard from individuals with eSight 4 that the touchpad that is on your device wasn't as responsive in the right kinds of situations. So we went right back to the drawing board and said, a touchpad seems good in practice, but how can we make this a lot more tactile and functional so that with every button press, you can feel it. It has registered with your finger, it registered with your brain that you know that there has been a activity conducted, or there has been a button press conducted, I should say. And so that tactility is something that's so very important to us. And again, it's just kind of demonstrates the feedback that we take in from you if there's ever any improvements on the product. So yeah, with that said, that kind of speaks to how to control the device. If you can just move to the next slide, please, Tyler. And with this slide, what I was just trying to communicate is how very customizable or personalized eSight Go is. So again, while the device doesn't have the ability to adjust the head size or your pupillary distance, we do understand that everybody has a different, shape of their face, has a very unique anatomy. And more specifically, the shape of your nose is so unique throughout different kinds of people. So eSight Go does come equipped with 4 different sizes of nose pieces so that you can really shape and mold that nose piece to be really for your needs. So I'm not sure if you guys can see the camera while it's presenting, but you can take off that nose piece. There are 4 different options that are available. And again, you could really shape and mold it specifically for your face shape and get that sweet spot until it feels just right. Now, not just the nose piece, but even the prescription lenses. So if you do have your own, RX lenses, if you're still using, reading glasses, you can actually integrate those directly into eSight Go to ensure that you are having the best corrected vision while wearing the device. So if that's something of interest to you, you would just let us know at the time of you trying out the device. We would customize those lenses for you, install it right into the device so that you never need to make these adjustments yourself. But this just ensures that the device is incredibly personalized to your specific needs. Now, not perhaps shown on this particular image, but the glasses themselves do also have a lanyard which attaches to the back of the device. So what that lanyard provides is not only a more secure and stable fit, but it also provides the ability to wear the device right around your neck when not in use. So again, we know that you may not need your enhanced vision via the eSight at all times. However, he did just want to string it around your neck so that when it's not required, it's readily available. And when you do want to wear it, you just bring it right back up and put it up there. So again, we've tried to make this as comfortable an experience as can be and as intuitive as possible to really fit into the needs of your life. And with that, Tyler, if you can just jump to the next slide, please. And while we've talked about the features and the technology behind eSight Go, that's all good and well. But the true measure for us is in its ability to really improve your lives. Now, we may use these, lofty, ambitious phrases like, empowering lives and so on. But what I would really want to emphasize is that with eSight, you don't need to necessarily go ahead and change the world, yourself. It to us, it's just about doing those simple things and getting those activities back into your life. So it's the small things like being able to read a book, seeing the faces of your loved ones, recognizing the emotions that are on their face, or even just watching a movie. This is a small thing that we know makes a big difference. eSight Go, while it was fantastic in its form factor, did feature a battery right at the back of the device, which would have prevented you from, really cozying up on one of those Netflix marathon sessions if you wanted to, get quite comfortable and put your head on a cushion. eSight Go, I'm happy to report, does provide you the ability to check out that next Netflix marathon over a long weekend. You can cozy up, wear the eSight Go, and still have that ability to rest your head on a pillow. Something I didn't also talk about was the fact that eSight Go doesn't necessarily need to be used just with the neck battery pack. So if you are, for example, stationary, like at a desk, if you find yourself working for, like me, 6 to 8 hours a day behind a computer, and I don't want to need to continuously charge my battery, I can actually just connect my eSight Go directly to a wall adapter, directly to a power source, and we'll provide you with a 6-foot cable to facilitate that. And that could also be useful for that, movie marathon where you can connect the eSight Go directly to a plug point, and that way you'll have indefinite run times. You never need to worry about charging the battery, keeping it up. Yeah, and again, you could just use it for as long as you can be. Now, we do also provide eSight Go mobile apps. So when this device launches, you can keep an eye out in the App Store and the Play Store for an eSight companion app. And what that'll do is provide you a bit more functionality. So whether you're a caregiver who wants to support an eSight user, you can see what's happening out of their display. And then over the coming weeks and months, we'll continue to continually roll out new features, not just on the glasses, but also the mobile app as well. The mobile app also has the ability to provide feedback to us. So again, if there's a particular feature that you would like to see in that app, let's say maybe you want to mirror the phone screen, for example, to your glasses, or look at photos more easily, you let us know, and I'll ensure that gets into the product. Now, yeah, if you could just jump to the next slide, Tyler. And that's essentially it that I had for you guys today. And I'm so very excited to invite you all to the journey that is eSight Go. As I've said, it's a culmination of about 12 plus years of research, innovation, and feedback that has got us here to this stage. And we're so very excited with the recent acquisition by Gentex that we can now finally take eSight to heights that we would have never expected a few years ago. For those who do know about Gentex, they are the market leader in display technology, especially for automotive products. So it was an incredible blessing for this partnership to occur, as it has provided us the resources and the capabilities to provide you with a phenomenally robust device. It's tried, true, and tested in different environmental conditions. It's robust to survive falls, for example. We don't recommend trying that out, of course. But it's really robust in all different kinds of conditions. That's something we want to pride ourselves on. Now, what I would implore is, for those who are behind a computer, you could scan this code on the bottom right. That's a QR code that'll take you directly to the eSight Go support page, or sorry, not support page, but a web page. And at the bottom of that page, you'll have the ability for a mailing list. So you can just, input your name, your email in there. And as soon as the eSight Go is available in the market, well, we'll let you know. And as always, our home experience program is available, so that if you do want to try the device out, no commitment, we'll send an eSight Go out to you. You can try it out. You'll have the personalized experience that you know from our amazing coaches, who will get to know your needs and what you're looking to accomplish with eSight Go, and really ensure that it fits your life. But with that, again, I just want to thank you all for taking the time to be here with us today. Really, your interest, your passion, it fuels our commitment to continue this mission, to continue, making these world-class and life-changing devices. And it's truly a commitment that I speak on behalf of everyone at eSight, at Gentex, our engineers, our support staff. We're all very committed on this mission to help improve your lives. So again, thank you all. Please sign up for the waitlist to stay up to date. And I'll pass it back to Tyler, but thank you all.
All right, thank you very much, Nadeem. This is great. Thank you for the great preview. That was wonderful. Just another thing to add to it for everyone. For the eSight Go, the MSRP for the eSight Go will be as follows. The MSRP for US will be $4,950 US, and the MSRP in Canada will be $6,600 Canadian. So just wanted to add that on to Nadine's presentation, so everyone is aware of the upcoming MSRP of the eSight Go. So this wraps up everything for today for the preview, and more information will be following. So as Nadeem said, I encourage everyone to join in on the waitlist to get more information that will be sent out. And thank you everyone for joining for this month's Vision Central to do a preview of the eSight Go, and look forward to seeing everyone at the next Vision Central.